My outbound method for cold DMs on Twitter is 10 to 15% reply rate, while industry average is 1 to 3, and the method I use is called the Trojan horse. In this video I'm going to show you the exact full system, how I use Twitter for B2B lead gen for my agency. First, I'm going to show you the outbound, then the inbound, and these are the both methods I use for booking calls and bringing in clients on autopilot. So let's get straight to the video. Okay guys, so this is the full system, how I use Twitter for B2B lead gen for my agency. First, we have three methods. One is the outbound, second is the inbound, and third one is referrals. First method we are going to focus on is outbound, and here the only method you can use is called DM outreach. Before we send a single DM, this is the most important part, the preparation and how you will execute the whole thing. You will go on Twitter and find profiles that your ideal customer is already most likely following, and what you will do, let's say this guy for instance, you will click these three dots and add them to one of your lists, and you will try to create a list of 100 of these guys, because once you have done it, you'll go on their profile, and what you will do, you will go underneath the followers and you will scrape them. When you are building lists, you can use different tools like on Google Chrome, some extension, or just use Xreacher. You will use different filters to filter out your ideal customer to get the best and most qualified list as possible. I won't go too deeply how I scrape leads because I have many different videos showing that, so you can just check it out. But we are moving on the most important part, which is the Trojan horse. So what the Trojan horse actually means, basically you go in as a potential customer and you pretend that you are actually interested in their services that they sell. Before you send any DM, you will research their offer, their positioning, and their pricing. If they reply to your initial message, what you will do is basically send a pivot message that asks for permission to send loom. And what is in this message is basically, in the first line is a compliment and acknowledge of what they are building. Line 2 is problem opportunity, and here you're basically just opening and showing them the gap they might have. In this one line you are not pitching yet, you are just showing the opportunity they might leave on the table. The third line is permission ask, and here we are just asking them if they want the video and see the solution. In more than 50% people said yes, so this is something to keep in mind. Now if they said yes to your message, you will record a loom video, and you should structure it something like this. First you will have a hook, then we have an empathy breach. You will show them a new opportunity, break false old beliefs, show them your offer, then show the value anchoring, and last but not least we have the call to action to our calendar. The epiphany bridge is where the proof lives. If you have the results and testimonials, just show them, because people want to see the real numbers, real clients, what changed. And if you're still building the proof, what you can do is use authority hijacking, basically picking a bigger profile in your niche and breaking down what's worked for them and showing exactly what you will do for that client. And last but not least we have how to scale. Let me show you this. I'm dropping the exact message that got me 25% open rate, not just the message to copy, but the full process for how to write your own so it can work for any niche, including the prompt I use plus the Dream 100 system to build the list. And if you want to grab it, it's in my free Telegram group, which link is in the description. How do you scale these DMs? You will use something called Xreacher, and here you can automatically send DMs. Free plan is for 50 DMs per day. If you upgrade, you can send up to 500 or even more, but you need to buy more accounts because one account is limited to 500 DMs per day. You will usually test one message and send it to 20 to 50 people, and you will just get raw data on how good it is. I would suggest if you send above 20 DMs already and you get 0 open rate on your message, I would just shut it down. But if you send more than 20 and your reply rate is decent like this one, I would suggest you go and scale it. And basically what you will do, you will just leave the message and let it run until you will see the performance starts dropping. And one thing, if you want to scale very efficiently, is when you find your winner, I would suggest you go in Claude and just ask it to create you more angles from this message that you created and just test them as much as possible so you see which messages get replied to. Okay guys, so now let me show you the inbound tactics. First, what do we have here is content, lead magnets, and basically people DMing you. And one more thing, that this combination of inbound and outbound is basically signal-based prospecting. So when people will like, comment on your post, and if they are doing it quite actively every single day, they are most likely interested prospect. But here's the thing, the inbound was content, but you have to reach out to them, so that's outbound. So it's a mix of both, but it's a very efficient strategy. I won't go too deep because I already explained that in my previous video, you can check it out, but we'll go still briefly through this so you understand how this works. You should post content that either builds trust, creates a demand, or converts people to your offer. Before you start posting, you should either pick a personal brand or a faceless one. Both of them have pros and cons. You just need to decide which one is best for your offer based on what you are building. Then you will pick your archetype, so you can either pick authority, educator, or operator, and then you will funnel people down this funnel. So first you will post engagement, then in the middle of the funnel you will post value driven and authority posts, and in the bottom of the funnel you have trust and credibility. And this whole funnel will thrive on content pillars. You will pick 3 to 6 different topics that best presents your offer, and you will have one main topic, 1 to 2 side topics, and 1 to 3 minor topics. And based on all this, people should start DMing you. Or the second thing, what you will do is start posting lead magnets. It's basically filtering your followers and people to comment a specific word underneath your post. You will automate or manually send them your lead magnet. The best way to do is basically to send them a link to your private channel, usually it's Telegram or Discord, and there they can find a lead magnet, or you will send them a link to your newsletter, and once they sign up they will get the lead magnet. And why is this the best way? Is because you are moving them from channel you don't own to the channel you actually own. And here's the last point that we already mentioned at the start, is referrals. If you have any past clients, I would highly suggest you reach out to them and just ask for a referral. Okay guys, so this is how I use Twitter for lead gen for my agency. Most agency either blast generic cold DMs nobody replies to, or post content and wait for something to happen, and neither works alone. The people getting consistent clients from Twitter are running both at the same time. You have the full stack now. Find the right people, send them the right message, follow up with the proof, close on call, and while that's running, the content machine is warming everyone else. If you learned something new, leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video.